Ghana government to break silence about the things currently happening in Ghana. The high rate of kidnapping is getting out of hands in Ghana, and a lot of Ghanaians are coming out to speak against it. And most Ghanaians are already requesting that undocumented foreigners that are living in Ghana should be properly scrutinized and deported back to their country. And a lot of foreign investors are already asking questions, what is currently happening in Ghana? Let's watch this video to see how the Ghanaian government are breaking silence concerning illegal foreigners in their country and the recent happenings of the Senegalese footballer that was being unalived and the rest of them kidnapped in Ghana. Watch this video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and comment.
Now, if you're a Ghanaian, pay attention very carefully. If you're a Ghanaian, pay attention very carefully. The Senegal, goalkeeper that was kidnapped, lured and kidnapped in Ghana and has been unalived in Ghana. Many Ghanaians don't really listen to the Francophone people, so they are not, don't listen to what the Senegalese are saying at this moment on, concerning the issue. According to the people of Senegal, Cheikh is not the only one. Cheikh Toure is not the only one that has been kidnapped in Ghana. According to them, Momo, Mbamba, Abdoulaye Thiam, Mahmoud, Otage, Amidou, and Ibrahim, and Alassani. These are all young people that they believed that allegedly they've been kidnapped and they are in Ghana, and they are demanding for their release, and as well for Ghana to show them how, or for Ghana to tell them how Cheikh Toure was able to be unalived in Ghana. And according to what they are saying now, they are Ghanaians in Senegal, and then they are not seeing the Ghana media talking about this. They are not seeing the Ghana politicians, the president, the Ministry of Tourism. They have not seen all of them talking about anything. They've heard the Ghana police said they are looking into it and they are waiting. But if they keep on waiting and they don't get justice for Cheikh Toure, they are scared. Some of their people might start touching the Ghanaians in their country, and some of the Ghanaians in the Senegal as well have started giving complaints that they can't open their shops, they can't go to shops, and a lot is happening right now. And I just wish and pray justice will be served for Cheikh Toure. Myself, I'll get myself involved as well, and we see our best. Every Ghanaian, let's not joke with this case. Ghana for your ceremony and for your politics. Ya bomo de no mu hu se ya kan ye ho abom e tu anamo aye bibia ma eye omakola no ye sremo medamase. And then I'll plead with every
Ghanaians, what's going on? What's going on in Ghana? I live in England and I come from Ghana originally, and I've always been so proud of Ghana. I always tell all my friends about how peaceful and safe Ghana is, and I've always told them, be telling them good things about Ghana, and it's true. They're not lies. That it's a very peaceful place to live, and the country is safe. But I don't understand what is going on right now. I don't know what's going on. I've just seen a lot on my feed about a boy that's been unalive in Ghana. He came originally from Senegal for a football team, and then he got kidnapped and demanded some ransom. They couldn't afford it, and the boy was unalived. This is horrible. A really bad image for the country, because there's a lot of people making videos about it. That really breaks my heart. It really does. My heart is broken. Genuinely, during the NPP era, I know they were very corrupt. There were a lot of corrupt during the past government, but the security of the country was much better. I'm sure you will agree with me with that. But this current government, I think they don't care. They don't care about anything. They're not listening to the population. They're not listening to anything. They're just doing their own thing. And look at what's going on. It's just horrible. It's just tarnishing the image of the country right now. It's just mind blowing. And everyone is talking about it. Everyone is talking about it. How Ghana is not safe anymore. It's horrible. I know it's a long video, but you need to watch it. Listen to what this Senegalese guy has to say. It's just a blogger. Look at what he has to say.
They made him believe that he was going to sign a professional contract, but they killed him. Before listening to my words, please, I want you to share the videos, because I want the world to really witness what happened. This is the story of Cheikh Toure, a young boy who really dreamt of signing a professional contract as a professional goalkeeper player. Unfortunately, his dream vanished. some Ghanaian citizens had a trap and made him believe that he's going to pass a test, and if he succeeded, he would sign as a professional goalkeeper because he was so talented. They gave him a false form. He filled the form, and after that, he left Senegal for Ghana with other guys. I want to talk about it later. When he arrived in Ghana, they kidnapped him. They blackmailed his family. They were asking a very big amount of money that his family could not afford. The last piece of information is he has been executed. We're not sure if he's dead or not, but God knows all. What is sure is the Ghanaian authorities, they need to fix this problem, because if some Senegalese people have received calls from those people, citizens from Ghana, they should be able to localize where they are at. I think that they have to take everything. They have to be ready to fix this problem, because it's about Africa. And even before being about Africa, it's a question of humanity. A young boy who dreamed of signing a contract, having money and helping his parents, if he has been executed this way, they should fix this problem, because it's about Ghana and Senegal. This is African country. And even if it were not African country, they would fix it, because this is what they should do. I think that this is one of the worst trap. And this is not the only thing, because we have Kidnap. It's a kind of thing or a mob, I don't know who they are, but it's a group of people who at the same time are trying to trap people. They betray people. They make them believe that they're going to earn money in a very easy way. There are hundreds of Senegalese people who are in different African countries, maybe in Ghana, maybe in other African countries. I have known a friend of mine who suffered the same thing. And those people doing the bad things, they should suffer the same fate. They should share the same fate. They should be punished. And even if it's possible, they should be executed, because killing a young boy who dreamt of becoming a professional player, a boy with full dreams, in a very easy way, without any punishment, I think that this is something that we have to fix. So guys, this is the message I wanted to share to the world.
Ghanaians, brothers, sisters, come. I'm scared for our father. I'm scared for our father, the President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I'm scared. And I'll tell you why I'm scared. But watch this, just watch this.
Your speech at the UN General Assembly was brilliant. The future of the world is African. Can you tell us more about that? Because a lot of Africans felt like Nkrumah is back again.
Well, so when you speak from the heart, that's how it comes across. And so you need to put your thoughts into your speech and own the speech, and that is what I did. I sat and crafted it, and I meant every word in there. I talked about reparations. I talked about the global system and how it is changing and how it has been unjust to Africans. And in any new global order that succeeds it, there must be justice and equity for Africa, including having an equal say, in international global institutions like the United Nations, the World Health Organization, the multilateral financial institutions, the IMF, the World Bank, and all that. Africa must have a greater say in all these institutions. Aside from that, the current global order is rigged against Africa. And so if you look at the colonial patterns of trade that were established by our colonial masters, they are the same patterns of trade. Railways lead to only where there are resources, and they lead from there to the ports in order to extract those resources and export them to other destinations. We continue to live as colonial slaves. Let me call it new colonial slaves, because we have a flag and we have independence, but still the system is rigged such that we have to export materials raw to our former colonial masters. They use those resources, to produce, manufacture and finish goods, and then determine the prices of those goods and export them back to us. But when we export the raw materials, we don't determine the price. We don't determine the price of cocoa. We don't determine the price of gold. Cocoa doesn't grow in Europe, and yet Europe determines how much cocoa should be purchased on. And so these are all the kinds of things that
Now, while watching that, I'm pretty sure a number of you may not understand why I am scared. And then a number of you might think I'm really scared because the Westerners might start making moves to eliminate our father. But no. Now, what I'm going to tell you right now, a number of you people may not have thought in that dimension. Please listen to me. What our father, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is saying, and his clear intention, I can tell you for free that Westerners have no problem with it. I can tell you for free that Westerners have no problem with a proper and equal negotiation with Africans. Now, why am I scared? Why am I scared? Now, our father has to understand that the corrupt practices said to be exhibited by Westerners towards Africans is that strong because underline this, the elites in Nigeria, I would not say in some other African countries because I'm not from any other African country. If you feel the elites in your country are instrumental to benefiting from this corruption, I mean, you can let me know. But I speak for Nigeria in telling you people succinctly that whatever you see happening right now as to the impoverishing of Africa as a society has the elites in Nigeria benefiting from it. And by elites, I'm not talking about only our politicians or our leaders or men in authority. I'm talking about elites, both the pastors, both the businessmen, people in the helm of affair in specific institutions and professors. That's one of the things you have to know. And now the scariest thing right now is that almost every Nigerian has been positioned. Almost every Nigerian has been given the mindset or position to see such methodology as a means to progress. What do I mean? Please listen to me very clearly, please. As it stands right now, an average Nigerian doesn't see success from a collective point of view. We have been nurtured, we have been trained as Nigerians, except a few number of us who resulted maybe to Hollywood movies and all those things in seeing how life should be. I'm telling you, as I'm telling you right now, I am almost alone in these thoughts. Majority of Nigerians as individuals have been positioned to see that true success is from an individual point of view, and that is when you are succeeding while others around you are failing. And what our father, His Excellency President Mahama Dramani, is proposing is a situation where a system or platform should be created for a collective progress of Africans, where progress in Africa is measured from the stance that the poorest individual in Africa has the three basic needs. Nigerians don't like that, because if everyone is collectively progressive in Nigeria, oppression stops. And as it stands right now, I'm telling you that in Nigeria, down to children, success is not measured. We've been taught that success is not measured in situations where everything is fine. That is failure for Nigerians. Success is measured in situations whereby others have failed and only you is succeeding, such that you can become relevant, such that you can be worshipped, such that you can be reverenced. So, hearing this, I've resumed prayers for our father, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. But I must tell you people, this is the time to be most careful with Nigerians. I am scared of sabotage. And for the life of our father, John Dramani Mahama, I am scared. If any sabotage will come, it has to come from Nigeria. Because what our father is proposing right now, you heard him, contradicts what Nigerians believe to be success. You can know this in other countries. Nigerians go to other countries where systems are working. And the reason you see them still trading the path of criminality is because if they don't see others fail, or they don't see themselves better than others, they don't consider it as success. They don't like collective success. It's not success to them. It's the failure of others. Please.
Guys, I feel so heartbroken at this point. You guys know me. I've been one of the most supporter. Like, I so much love everything about Ghana. You know, I have this strong faith, this strong will, this strong love, this undiluted love for this country, that whenever things are going wrong in this country, I feel so hurt. You know, it gets to me. It makes me restless. It is now as if I'm now part of Ghanaians, because I've literally lived in this country for a very long time. I've literally, learned their way of life. I've literally imbibed in their culture. I've literally loved everything about the Ghanaian culture and the people of Ghana, the environment and everything that has to do with Ghana. And seeing this kind of thing happening to my dear country, Ghana, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Any internet blogger that you see talking about this issue of the Senegalese footballer that was unalived in Ghana, the first thing they would say is Ghana is the most peaceful country in Africa, that they did not believe and they can never believe that Ghanaians are the ones responsible for these acts happening in Ghana. And I'm not saying Ghanaians can never do this, but it is so difficult to believe that something like this in these present days can happen in Ghana. We all have been talking about how good Ghanaians are, how hospitable those people are, and seeing something like this, if you should see the video of the unalive of this Senegalese footballer, you're going to shed tears. If you should see the pictures of the bother part of this guy, how he was being butchered like an animal, how he was being, God have mercy. It is so bad to see. And I asked myself, the people that did this to this young innocent footballer, are they really humans, or are they being consumed by wickedness and evil in their hearts? Are they actually humans? Because humans do not act this way. I've been seeing a lot of people say, oh, it is my Nigerian people that are doing this. We all know that it is like a thing in my country, Nigeria, that kidnapping is now on a rampant. That doesn't really mean all Nigerians are into that. It is just wicked people that are clouded with selfish interests, people that have this evil intention, people that have this evil spirits living in them. I call them demons, demonic set of people that will go about kidnapping their fellow human beings when they are not animals. Even animals, God, Animals have their own respect. Animals are well taken care of. But these people are not humans in any form. To unalive people, kidnap people, demand for ransom. Like you're demanding for ransom from a fellow human being. They are not something to be bought. Humans are not sold. Humans are not something you trade for anything, for money or for anything. But people of this world has become so wicked to the point that their human beings are now being sold, are now being used for ransom, are now being unalived in a very worrisome way, are now being unalived in a very brutal way. Humanity. The world is transforming, the world is changing. What is going on? Why do people want to sabotage these innocent countries? Why do people want to just come into this country and spoil everything for people? Guys, I don't know what to say again. Talking about this issue of the Senegalese footballer is annoying. It is worrisome. It is emotional for me. It is giving me these chill pills. I can't just imagine that something like this can happen in Ghana, and one day people begin to talk about Ghana in this form, that Ghana is no longer unsafe for people to come in. This is worrisome. This is bad. I just hope and pray the perpetrators of this act are gotten. In fact, they catch them in any way. If not juju, they catch these people. Any way they want to get hold of these people, they need to be accountable for the sins that they have committed in this country, the motherland Ghana. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think should be done? Because it is getting so much. I am becoming worried for my Ghanaian people. I am becoming worried for the country, Ghana. I'm becoming worried.